Hello, BookTube. It seemed only appropriate to start off 2024 with some sort of BookTube tag. And fortunately, there is one. It was created by Bookables, and it's the New Year's tag. This is the 2024 version, and there aren't many questions. And glancing at the questions here, I see that not many of them apply to me. So it should be fairly short work, mainly meant to just pave the way for all the wonderful tags that I'm sure are coming. So let's see what we can do for the New Year's tag. And of course, if you have a BookTube channel, I urge you to make one. Make one of your own for this. No reason why we all can't make plans public that will embarrass us in 6 months' time. Question number one is, how many books do you plan to read in 2024? 2023 set a new personal record for me for the number of books read in 1 year. In 2024, I would like to exceed that record. but the numbers they're not believable. There's no real point in banding around numbers. I want to stress, as I have in a couple of other videos today, I think, that the numbers are only unbelievable to newcomers or to strangers to me or to people who are really busy with family and classes and friends and personal hygiene. If you were to strip away everything else from your life and concentrate on reading and stop subvocalizing and stop with the phone full of distractions glowing right next to you, eliminate all notifications on all of your devices, if you were to do all of that and concentrate exclusively on reading, your numbers would skyrocket from where they are now to closer to the numbers that I'm talking about. This is one of the numbers that I'm not going to talk about. The closest that I will get to answering this first question is to mention King Edward invading Scotland. That's as close as I'll come. The question number two is, name some books that you didn't get to in 2023 but want to make a priority in 2024. There aren't any. Even if there were some misses, I'm sure there were misses of mine, mainstream big misses of mine in 2024 or 2023. I will only read them in 2024 if chance throws them in my way. I have all of 2024 to read. For instance, there were two releases that came out that got to me late, either in 2023 or early in 2024. One was a new big one-volume history of Venice that I'll be talking about in another video today. And one was a new, fairly non-paradigmatic life of Dante. So things like that, cleanup like that, I don't imagine that there's much, though. And 2024 is bursting at the seams already, so there's nothing that I'm carrying over. Really, not really. Then question number three is, what genre do you want to read more of? I have a fairly wide bailiwick. I have fiction and all of its subgenres, or almost all of its subgenres. There's science fiction and fantasy and mystery and romance and historical fiction. The one that's weak there would be horror fiction. I'm not against reading horror fiction. It never affects me viscerally in the way that I think it's supposed to, but I'm not against reading it. There's plenty of fiction that doesn't affect me viscerally. I still read it, hoping that it will affect me in some other way, that I will enjoy it. And then there's the nonfiction and all the descendant trees from there. There's science and nature and history and biography, military history. And I plan on just reading all of those. I'm not going to give any greater emphasis to any one or the other, but I am interested in seeing whether or not 2024 will provide an emphasis on its own. I won't do it. I'm going to try not to impose any of it. I'm interested in the shape that the year takes. Then question number four is always trouble for me. It is, name some non-book related goals for 2024. And those of you who are new to this channel might wonder, why would this be a problem? But those of you who've been around for a while will know that I have almost nothing that's non-bookish in my life. I have Frida. I have my little dog. But that's not a goal, right? Making sure that she's happy and comfortable and stimulated and interested and taken care of, that's not a goal. That's a part of, that's not my goal to breathe in 2024. That's so seminal that I don't think of it as detachable, something I could fail at. I don't think of it as something I could fail at. And aside from that, what in my life is non-bookish? felt like I'm running marathons on the side. I went through a whole bunch of possibilities. I want to continue reorganizing my library, reorganizing bookcases, organizing the books very intently, not only the print and paper books, but also ebooks, getting them under control, finding out where everything is, making sure that everything is in multiple places, that I have a lot of it, that everything is at my fingertips. But all of that is book related. The closest I could come up with for an answer to this prompt is AuthorTube. And that is probably still book related. I'm gonna go with it anyway, because it's not explicitly, you're writing instead of reading, but you're reading what you write. You're reading what other people write about reading, about writing. But I would like to do some kind of increased content, more videos, somehow, about writing. I don't know what form that will take, because I'm not really sure what AuthorTube is, if it's anything. But I'll gropingly figure out. I'll figure it out as I go along. I'll pay more attention to it. That's as close as I can come. There aren't anything else. I mean, goals? No, I don't have much in the way of non-bookish goals. Then question number 5 is, what's a book you've had forever that you still need to read? Let's see. I'm sure it'll be fascinating to go and look for this tag and find these answers from a bunch of different people, but it doesn't apply to me. I don't keep books oh my God, that book's been staring at me on the shelf forever and I haven't got to it. I don't do that. I don't do that. So there isn't an answer to this question. And then question number 6, see a nice quick tag here. One word or phrase describing 2024. Of course, I questioned this at first because how on earth could you give such a word to a year that's only a week old? And the versions of this tag that I've seen people do, they have been giving not a word to describe 2024, but rather a word to describe their hopes for 2024, their predictions of 2024. And I have such a word, and that word would be crepuscular. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But there you go. That is a nice quick tag to start off a new year, to start off my 8th year on BookTube. So that's the New Year's tag 2024. If you have a channel, feel free to do this. I would love to hear your answers. But I'm going to wrap this up for now, and I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.